Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Now today guys, I'm going to be potting on my little Pilea peperomioides. Beautiful, beautiful house plant here. And this gorgeous, gorgeous plant was gifted to us by my wonderful friend Nellie from Collection of Unseen Nature. And guys, if you're not familiar with Nellie, you must go over and subscribe to Nellie's channel. She has some incredible videos on there. Not only plants, but also some of her exotic pets, and she has some very exotic pets and lots of unusual stuff in there, all nature related. And she's also an amazing friend as well. So dear Nellie, if you're watching this is this beautiful Pilea that you gifted to us a few months ago now. And it was about that size, a little baby, and look at it now. It is gorgeous, and she also has babies of her own growing around the base. And the Pilea peperomioides plant is a very, very popular, so a bit of a cult plant, if that's the right word to use. It's very popular with a lot of growers and houseplant lovers. It's an absolutely beautiful plant, very healthy. But as you can see, it's time for it to be repotted because it is practically hanging out of its pot. So in this video I'm going to be showing you the repotting. And before I go any further, I want to thank my very wonderful fiance Hans, who is behind the camera filming me today. So it means I have my hands free. And if you're not familiar with Hans's channel, do go and check him out. Family of Cactusy and Other Beauties, links up above. And he's kissing me behind the camera. And they've got some lovely videos on there, gardening and houseplants and cacti and succulents as well, so do go over and subscribe. And thank you again, Hansi, for filming. It's wonderful when I've got my hands free. It's much easier than trying to film or have the camera stand up and not really being able to be mobile. So there we go guys. Now this is the next size up I've chosen on there, and with all plants, whether it's houseplants or cacti and succulents, most important thing is that you use a well-draining soil so that the roots don't stay wet for long periods of time where root rot can occur. But Pilea is one that sort of likes to be kept semi-dried, sort of dry out in between waterings, but not too long. It's partly semi-succulent, so it doesn't like to be kept in boggy, wet soil, so no heavy clay soils. And in this case, we're using a sort of a house-planted type of mix of mostly peat in here, a little bit of loam, and a lot of horticultural sand. So it's, as you can see, it's very light soil, which is perfect, and it's well draining. And here we go then guys. And what we're doing first is put a little bit of the soil in the bottom there. We'll check what the root system is like on this beautiful baby. And as I say, got a little crystal on there. I like to put crystals around my plants. And first of all, you want to loosen up the root ball, but this is going to be quite an easy one to repot because it has a nice hard stem, so it's not very soft and bendy where you're going to damage it. But always hold it sort of loosely from the bottom there, turning it round and loosening the pot, squeezing it so it comes out. It's going to come out easy enough. Ah, my goodness! Look at that, crimes of houseplant growing. That is desperate to be repotted. But guys, when we actually potted this plant, I can honestly say it had hardly any roots. As you know, Nellie, it was just a little cutting, just a little baby plant. So that is absolutely remarkable how that has grown there. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. And when it comes to repotting plants, all plants, whether it's cacti, house plants, or whatever, always check that there's no signs of pests or bugs on the roots. As you can see, they're very healthy roots. I don't want to disturb them. Doesn't seem any signs of pests. Very healthy plant. Lovely fresh roots. So in this case, I'm just going to be putting it straight gently in. If the root ball was very, very matted, so it was desperately repotting, needed to be repotted, it's all completely just a mat of roots, then I would probably recommend gently teasing some of the roots out, just so it's going to acclimatise the new soil a bit better, and it's not going to go in just like a complete cake of a big cake of roots into the new soil. It's going to take quite easy because this is fairly loose-ish, as you can see, not too root bound, but desperately needing a repot. Gently placing it in there. Wonderful. And here, this is a very easy one to repot, no bother at all here. Ah, great, Ozzy. Put the soil over and just around it. Now what I'm going to do is just probably fill up the tray here, so that's. And as I say, always make sure you use a good loose soil, so you're not using any heavy base soil. I wouldn't use garden soil for these type of house plants. You want to make sure you use a nice soil. I always like to use a bit of extra sand as well with all the plants. Horticultural sand, not builder sand, because you want to make sure that it's proper sand, so it helps with drainage. And I say if I was repotting another type of cactus or succulent, I'd use more grit as well and maybe a bit of perlite. But with this type of plant, this is fine. Good quality house plant soil. And what a gorgeous baby! And just gently teasing the soil around the edges of the pot here. And I'm going to make sure that it's straight. You don't want to press really hard down because you don't want the soil in there to go hard all around the roots, because you want the roots are ready to acclimatise into the new soil, and you also want it airy too. So the most important thing is that all the sides are filled in and it's pressed down enough so the plant doesn't fall out, obviously. So just gently pressing down the sides there. But what do you think about this plant, guys? Do you have this plant? It's a very, very popular plant, and I've actually, me and Hansi have been after one for a long time. So Nelly, when Nelly gifted this, it was such a lovely gift, I have to say. Really, really special. So thank you, dear Nelly. And it's been well loved, well looked after, growing really well, as you can see. And that's more or less it. Use this, make sure it's completely... And what's lovely with these plants, it forms loads of little babies all around the edges. And it's sort of nicknamed the money plant. A few nicknames for this, but the money plant probably be one of the most popular ones. And there you go, that's it. What do you reckon, Hansi?
Good, goody.
It's a beautiful baby.
Happy plant.
I put the little crystal then on the middle. And there you go, guys. Oh, Hansi's doing a great job of filming there. See what this cutie is like here. And Pilea, peperomioides, Nelly. So I know where it's come from. I like to label all the plants when we have them as gifts, so we know many years time where they've all come from originally. Look at that, isn't it beautiful, guys? Beautiful, beautiful plant. So guys, thank you so much for watching. And I want to send, and thank you, Hansi, for filming. And do go over and subscribe to Hansi's wonderful channel, guys. And I want to send you loads of love. And thank you again, Nelly, by the way, if you're watching this. Loads of happiness and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until the next video, bye. Bye. Bye.